Oh hi, didn't see that. So just knocked out a morning session. I got home quite late last night after doing that ride. It was like 10 past 9 when I got home. Just had a quick meal and I went straight to bed. So I got up this morning feeling motivated and ready to go again, so I decided to knock out a quick hour session or just over an hour actually, this morning. And then I'm going to do like a more kind of steady state, just an endurance ride just to back it up this afternoon. But this morning's ride was all about climbing fatigue resistance, or climbing resistance fatigue, whichever way you want to. Basically that's all it does, is it just simulates just the grind, just repetitive climbing, and not just kind of casually, but for me, upper zone 3, we're knocking on for sweet spot on the climbs, and we're looking at like 300 to 315 watts ish on the climbs, and then like 0 watts on the descent, because you can't really pedal on these descents anyway, because that's all I've been doing them on is these lanes. I think I'm really grateful to have like such great roads to train on. Like literally I rolled out the house and 5 minutes away in Vellinville I was able to start up Swiss Valley, go up the climb, which is like 5 minutes long, and then when you get to the top you turn left, you go down into Swiss Valley Reservoir, then you climb up again, and it's all lanes through there, so it's just like steep and like gritty and just like perfect for what I wanted to do. But generally speaking, these rides will be longer than this, but just because I'm riding this afternoon, I thought I would keep this one shorter and sweeter. These rides I'd like to put kind of the end of like a block, so if I'm doing like say a 3-day block, to get the most out of them, I generally put them at the end of that 3-day block. So on the 3rd day I'd go out, and what I have done in the past is done 5 hours in the hills around the Gwendryth, which is like literally like 10 miles away from home. I can spend like 5 hours in that area and do like 3,000 to 4,000 meters of climbing in those 5 hours and rack up around about 130 kilometers. So by doing that, and I don't do it at sweet spot, then I don't climb at sweet spot, I climb at zone 2, so the whole ride is like zone 1, zone 2. What that allows me to do is just back up what I've done. I could do it on the first day of the block, and what that would do is allow me to go a little bit harder on the climb, so I get a bit more out of it, I suppose, than putting it at the end of the block. But it's all relative, you know, you can put it wherever you like, but it doesn't have like I suppose it doesn't have like a specific purpose. Like I mean, yes, there's like there's changes in the body that happen with all training sessions, but this session in particular is more kind of just grounded in that get out, ride, get over the climbs, do the climbs again, repetitive. It's not quite hill repeats, because they can be specific work, specific intervals. These are just like get climbs in one after the other, and I wouldn't say it's one of my secret sessions, but it's definitely one that I find makes me feel very good, and just has this effect that because I enjoy climbing, and I enjoy like doing climbs endlessly back to back, it just seems to pay off for me. There's also a lot to be said for like mental conditioning. So like if you know you can do that and you can climb, say, you know, I've just climbed 800 meters now in the last hour, with Wahoo saying that I've averaged a gradient of 3.8%. like, you know that like in a lot of races, or even like sportives or whatever you're doing, like you'll never get 800 VAM. Like, well, you will, but like you have to really travel abroad to do that. Like you'd struggle to do, like, if you're doing 1,000 VAM in an hour, you'd be racing real hard.
Okay, quick little overview really. I did a double day today, so I went out twice. Such a nice day, making the most of it. So that morning session I did in the hills, and in the second session I did with Anthony. Here's my Strava. For those of you who don't know, I am not private on Strava, so you can come and follow me. You can see what I'm doing, see the efforts and everything that I do. I share everything on there because I believe in it. I believe that you should see everything that I do, regardless if I'm a professional cyclist or an amateur cyclist or a time trialist or a mountain biker, whatever. Obviously, you can be as private as you want, but that's just my personal opinion. Me and Anthony went for a spin. Happy New Helmet Day. I call this right because Anthony had a brand new helmet that he was trying out, that he was really chuffed with. Now, the idea about going out and doing this ride was just to back up what I'd done this morning, really, and I'm just adding hours on at the minute, so I'm not really piling on intensity, but I am adding on some hours. These are some pictures. I always try and tag at least one picture in my rides, and this one was just taken on one of the climbs that I'm actually gonna zoom in and show you right now. This is kind of where we headed out to. We headed out to Trap, which is right on the edge of the Brecon Beacons on the far west side. It's about an hour and a bit ride to get there, but it is like amazing scenery, classy roads, just lanes, just grippy roads, perfect for training on and perfect for just a general day out, really. But there was only really one kind of climb. That first kind of 30k was very flat, really, and then we had that climb up into the middle of nowhere around Ammanford and back. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because a lot of you who watch this are from the area or even from South Wales. This is really like the hidden part of the Brecon Beacons, I'd say. Like some of these climbs around here, I mean, they're literally right on the edge, but they are hidden gems. And for those of you that live in the area and know the roads, or even if you're visiting, because I know a lot of you take holidays down here, you know, it's worth, like, some of these routes, you know, you really have to get lost to find them. But the lane network around here is just incredible. So this climb we found today is something special, something that I've not had the opportunity to ride all of it before. But it's a great place for me to do efforts in the future. So speaking like I'm in a time machine now, I have had a rest day today. Today's Thursday. Been for an easy spin, 90 minutes. I wouldn't do usually, but the weather's actually quite nice. And tomorrow we are racing at Maindy, possibly in Cardiff, just a short crit, and then I'm going to do a big weekend of training, and I'm also going to update you with what's to come in the coming weeks, because a lot of you are asking, and it's very much up in the air, so lots to come.